fervent cyclist himself, Filip Claeys, chef of two-star restaurant De Jonkman near Bruges, Belgium, was fascinated by the work of sports nutritionist Marije Jongedijk, the sports dietitian of Deceuninck, quick-step cycling team and soccer team Club Brugge, presenting the mix of Filip's original and authentic cuisine with Marije's use of an individual nutritional guidance tailored to the athlete.
And thanks to Jean-Pierre and Bernard for their very interesting segments. Now we're going to look a little bit closer at the world of professional sports. Well, that's not entirely true, because we have a professional chef over here. That's true. But are you a professional something in sports? No,
I'm
that's
a sportsman, but I sucks. So I'm doing sports because I like it to do it, and to clear my head.
Yeah.
My brain, and I'm a little bit at it. I'm a cycling junkie.
Yeah, a cycling junkie, but I think that has its challenges as well.
Yes, every year I train almost the whole year to ride Paris-Roubaix. It's a hell of a race.
Yeah.
They telling it's the
with the professionals?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm a chef.
Yeah, right.
But it's a hell of a race, and it's about 180 kilometers, 55 kilometers of cobblestones. So these are the same of the profs.
Stuff.
Yes, and it's really, really tough. And I'm training for that for 1 year. And then during the day, the race, you have to eat a lot. Every 45 minutes, I eating some energy bars or gels, drinking some sport drinks, and but then I'm entering the area of Roubaix, and then I'm really dead.
You're dead.
Yes, and then the worst thing is, then 3 days later, I'm still enjoying it because I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you really, your body really aches, right?
Yes. Okay,
let's check in with Marije from cycling team Deceuninck Quickstep. Hi, Marije. Glad you could join us. And what can you give? What can you tell Filip? What should he do?
Well, of course, as you said, Paris-Roubaix is really a tough race, and it's really important that as athletes you have enough nutrition after the race to get a good recovery. Because for him it is a one day race, but for the professional riders after Paris-Roubaix there are also other races. So it's really important that there are enough things for the body to recover well, and to make sure that for the next race they are in optimal condition actually to start again.
Yeah, and what would you call recovery food?
Well, actually in the recovery meal you have 3 parts actually. The first part is immediately after the race. It's important that there is enough protein. The whey protein, those are fast protein who are good for the recovery of the muscles, and some carbs to make sure that your fuel tank refuels again, because it's empty after the race. So that's the third thing that they take is actually a shake. It's in fluids. So that's the first thing. But then, after a while, they're going on the bus and going to the hotel or going home, and they have to have an extra recovery meal, also with enough protein. Let us say an amount of 20-25 grams is enough. And then the carbs also, that should be like 1 till 1.2 grams for each kilogram of body weight. So that is the amount. So it depends on what the body weight is of the rider. And then there are mostly we add something to add some taste, like some vegetables, but it doesn't have to be really a lot, because it has to be easy to digest. As Filip can maybe imagine, after a race you're not waiting for a meal that's really hard to digest. You want something quick and easy. So that are some points of attention.
Yeah, so it's not only stretching, that is something that you need to do, but eating well after an exercise like that, after doing a race like that, that's important as well. Yeah,
actually the recovery meal is step 1 of your preparation for the next training or race. So when you skip that part, you won't feel as good as you could be if you take the right nutrition.
So, Filip, if you hear what Marije has said, how do you translate that into a healthy dish that's good recovery food as well?
I prepared something. It's my interpretation. I don't know it's going to be good or what, but I prepared some pasta of malt. So malt, it's in the beer. They make beer of it here in Belgium.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I have here some dried meat. So I have my own cows. So I'm using parts of it to salt it and then dry it like that. It's really tasty, but also salted, and I think that's also important. So we're gonna put some meat on top of the pasta.
And indeed, like Filip says, the salt is also important because, during a race there is a lot of sweating, and they also lose a lot of sodium. So it's important that they refuel that also. And you can see it, riders who have on the clothes like a lot of white stripes, they lost a lot of sodium, a lot of salt.
Okay, so the salt is important as well in the food afterwards.
And then I have some pickled oerk. For me that's a nice vegetable because it's also salted and a little bit of sour.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna add some pesto of basil and nuts, and some olive oil and Parmesan cheese.
I'm really glad that you add something with nuts or oil because, you can imagine in a race that there is a lot of energy that the riders burn, so they must refuel that part also. The energy expenditure must stay in balance so that they don't lose weight. But because they aren't waiting for big volumes, it's good to choose nutrition that is really dense, like fatty things like nuts and oil. So the pesto is really, really good actually to add.
Yeah. So this is already a good balance. Are
yes.
you going to do
and then I
had
add some rocket salad because it's also a little bit of pepper, and some spinach because my mother also always told me eat spinach, you're going to get strong. So that's the reason. And now we're gonna...
Did you say like Popeye or didn't you?
No.
Okay.
And then we're gonna turn it up.
Yeah.
Like that. Then I prepared some puree of tomato with also mix it up with burnt nuts. So like that you have the nuts who are coming back. I'm gonna put it on top of the cannelloni. Then here I have some cheese, because I like to eat cheese also, and I think it's also good for the recovery. And but it's a special cheese. It's a Swedish cheese with pepper on, washed in pepper. So now we're gonna put some cheese on it.
How are you liking this so far, Marije?
Well, the thing I really like is that it's something really new. I mean, the riders, we try to variate a lot, but when you see things like this, it's still something new, and it's nice for the riders that they don't always have to eat the same. So that's really, it looks really delicious.
So you think Filip is hired then, as of now, or?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, he should send the job application.
Yeah, as a chef, but not as a rider.
Not as a rider, no.
And then I'm gonna add some little bit of oil of basilic, like that. All the flavors are coming back. That's my recovery meal.
Looks really good. Looks really good. What do you think? Is this enough for riders to recover?
Well, I was just thinking of the amount. So as I already explained, it's really important that the protein should reach like 20 till 25 grams. So when you have a lean meat like he has here, the lean beef, then it should be like 100 grams to reach the protein intake. And for the carbs, it depends on the body weight. So let us say 1 till 1.2 grams for carbs for every kilogram of body weight. So I think when you... some riders need like 5 of them that they just made.
Filip, how would you top this off now? Because I know you.
Yeah, I'm gonna top it off with the best recovery ever. I prepared some beer. For me, that's the best recovery shake I have.
Is that a good thing to do, Marije, or is that?
Well, actually, when the rider first had the shake and then the recovery meal, we are sure that the recovery already starts, and it isn't such a bad thing that he wants a beer, but he should think of the next day. When the next day is really a tough day, I won't recommend it, but
No.
I mean, like Paris-Roubaix, it's a one-day race, so when you have your recovery and you want to enjoy a beer, I would say
Philip, you checked all
enjoy
the
your
boxes.
recovery beer.
Excellent recovery.
Cheers.
Thank you for being here. Marije, thank you for your input
Cheers.
as well. And
You're
cheers.
welcome.
Thank you very much, Philip.